Be game time. The clock has started. We are on and popping. Here we go. Let's make this happen. Right now, pumping some good cool air into the induct for that car of the Williams. As you see right there, Lewis Hamilton out, K-Mag out. People are out. The clock has started. We have 11 minutes. Let's see what they're going to do. Let's see how these things are going to be mixed up. Nobody's first lap is a great lap. Everything is about getting charged in, coming on, trying to set yourself up to get that flyer. And I'm really interested to see what's going to happen for the sprint. So I think for the sprint race, I'm just going to chill and watch the sprint race. And then we will have to do Wolves Den probably when I'm in travel. I'm going to get the cart and everything loaded up when we get off of here, get the cart loaded up, the toolbox, the stand loaded up. We do have a race today for the little one. Got some updates put on her cart, hoping that she can get out of the corners a little bit tougher, a little bit with a little bit more oomph. She was wrecked out the last race. She is the only girl on the grid. And the driver was penalized, found to have done it intentionally, did it more than once, and then he finally succeeded in wrecking her out, tearing up her drive shaft. So I had to get that fixed. The key was also broke. A hub also damaged, plenty of paint on our tire. And, you know, we got some other things done, and while it was being done, decided let's go ahead and change up some things and see how, you know, it can affect her improvement or her performance. So we're hoping it's our first season, and we're just enjoying it. The two main rules are have fun, bring the cart home. That's it. Mary Beanie, Jolien's best finish was P7. Not as good as his dad, Jonathan. I said Pia will smoke Lando, who is starting to be annoying. Go Sir Lewis Hamilton will have good race. Yes, Mary Beanie is correct. Lando is a bit annoying right now with what he's done. Like, Lando, slam your champagne bottle on your step, not anybody else's. That's exactly all you had to do. You just had to respect somebody's space. Your podium step was over there. What you should have done was slam that bottle on your podium step, not somebody else's. Let me give Mary Beanie a big shout out, since I don't think we have any other fam that usually do it. We're going to give Mary Beanie a big shout out. I got you, Mary Beanie. I got you, fam. There we go from Mary Beanie. Bow, I got you. I'm on deck. Big salute. So, yeah, there you go. Some stats by Mary Beanie. P7 was his highest finish, which is, you know, contributed to. Evidently, he, you know, finished a bit higher than just last all the time. He had a total of 8 points through his 3 seasons. Oh, my gosh. The spray pattern and water coming in there on Lewis Hamilton, and this visor cam is awesome to watch, but it's like, whoa, I could imagine if that got worse. This is an awesome camera view. That in camera, that visor cam is nice. That's nice. It is tremendously wet out there on that track. Those inners are working. They are definitely working, and they're working hard. So nothing really changing. Lando sitting right there at the top. Leclerc joins him. That's what we pretty much got out there today going on the track. And so, yeah, Pia coming up there to the top. We got 8 minutes for S1, the Shootout 1. We got 8 minutes remaining. Pia and Lando, McLaren Papaya cars sitting up there joining each other, coupled at the top in 1 or 2. Leclerc in 3rd. Sainz comes on over, says, I will get some of that. Logan Sargent 11 gets pushed down to 12th. Albon jumps up to number 5. Logan, we need to see you over there. We need to see you jump up over there, join your teammate, buddy. Ricardo in 7th. Meanwhile, Yuki is in at 15th. Let's see what happens with Yuki. He has 2 more segments to finish off his lap in Sector 3, and let's see where he ends up going right now with seeing the time. Danny Rick, let's see, 60.1, 62.14. Let's see what, boo, Yuki does it. Pops in number 6. Go, Yuki. Go, Yuki. Hamilton, number 1. Mary Beanie said, best wishes to little one for the race mini. Hey, big shout out, Mary Beanie. Thank you so much. Much love to you. Yeah, we will. It's going to be a long day. Like, usually when we have these night races, we don't get back well until like midnight, if not the following morning. All right. So like, I'm on here right now live. After this live, I will have to get things loaded up, and then I will have to go for a meeting, and then I will have to come back, try to catch a sprint race, try to get a Wolves Den in, get the car, the truck, everything loaded, be in travel, probably doing a portion of the Wolves Den, get there for check-in around 14:30. Practice starts around 1500. Then we will be there from 1500 hard going for all the heats and then the features, and we will not likely be done with award ceremonies until midnight. And I will have to do the travel back, getting back home around 2 a.m. because then she will be hungry. We will stop and get breakfast. And once I get her in the bed, it will be 3. Once I get the truck unloaded and everything back in the garage, it will be around 4 or 5. And then I will try to get sleep around 6 a.m. and then wake up to do the race in the live race stream. That is what my day is going to look like today. And I have only been asleep for 2 hours. So imagine that. Imagine that. Yeah, while I am working, so I have to, be on deck. So that is my life. That is indeed my life. Pia up there with the best lap. That's what I'm talking about. Pia, that's my rookie. That's my rookie, dog. We got Albon at number 3. I did mention Albon popping up there at the top of the charts. There's Albon, Hamilton 4, Ricardo 5. Coming back over there, Valtteri sitting right there, Joe. That's what I'm talking about. We're not even where Max Verstappen. He's gonna show up. Yeah, he's going to show up. Don't get excited about Max Verstappen not being there. He's going to show up. Like Max is going to hit the top of the charts, if not top 5, top 3, guaranteed. He's going to be there. So that is exactly what you are going to see. So just wait on it and see. Bam, what I tell you, there's Max Verstappen at the top of the charts. Like I told you it was going to happen. It did happen. So yeah, it is a busy day for me. Even yesterday, yesterday up at 3 a.m., from 3 a.m. to about 6, 7, and I had to go for a meeting. Then I came back. Then we had the qualifying. We did qualifying, and after qualifying, then I had to go pick up the cart. And picking up the cart, come back, and then finish up the cart and finish up some of the work, and then stop that, and then go out and kind of pick up some things we're gonna need for the day, and then do content. And so it's always very, very busy for me. Like it is really nonstop. Sometimes you all see me on stream, and I may not have been asleep for 24, 30 plus hours. No lie, like not even a nap. Just no lie, just because of the conditions that I'm under, physically, and then plus what I just stay doing. So. You might see me answer comments. It might be 2 o'clock in the morning. It might be 11 at night. It might be 4 in the morning. I'll be answering comments because I'm literally up. So, yeah, very busy for me. Very busy body. Sometimes not always what I would choose to be, but sometimes it's because I have to be. So, yeah, so right now, Verstappen at the top, Leclerc, Russell in third. Mr. I think it's going to rain. He was right today if he said it. Pia and Lando shifting over. Sainz coming back at the top of the charts. Looky there. Sainz might be showing up, huh? He's been really inconsistent. Or really, he's been consistently just not there, and Ferrari hasn't really been helping with that. And Ricardo climbing up to number 4. Wait a minute. Is Ricardo trying to come alive here at Spa? What's up with this? Number 4? Okay, Ricardo, I see you, bro. Where's Yuki? Yuki's 18th. Okay, but trust me, these times in these cars will get faster. Now, I would like to see, Yuki 8th popping up over there. I would like to see both AlphaTauris make it into S2. That's what I would like to see. Necessarily what I would like to see is not always what we're going to see. Verstappen stays at the top. Russell still number 3. Hamilton is over in 12th. Ocon 14th. He is separated with distance with Gasly in 8th now. Getting kicked down by Lewis Hamilton. Coming in to number 2, buddy. And getting quickly shifted down by Perez to number 3, but still at the top of those charts. Looking pretty good there. There's some nice push going on. Ocon going ahead and jumping over there to 9th. As Gasly is in 8th. Yuki in 10th. Falling back to 11th as Gasly and Valtteri comes on over. So Valtteri showing up there, hoping to see what he can do in this S2 section, kind of come into S2 and maybe position himself well into the sprint race. And like I said, I think the sprint race definitely needs to be reformatted. I think its purpose needs to be repurposed. I think that the lower teams need to be kind of pushed up, and that these drivers get an opportunity to compete for points that they're not going to get. Right now, what we have is just double dipping. You know, the top teams are the top teams in qualifying, top teams in the sprint shootout, top teams in the sprint grab the points, top teams go into the race and grab those points too. So it's kind of redundant. I think that they definitely need to reformat it and change it up so it could be a little bit more entertaining. We got 2 minutes about left on this clock for S1. Right now, Sainz was in the pits, I believe. We got K-Mag and the Haas boys in the pit trying to work out some things. Hopefully, if they are able to get back out so they can get another lap in, we'll see what happens. We're coming into that 2 minutes right now. Drivers in jeopardy of not making it: Orlando, Stroll, Sargent, and all of the Haas team. Haas has to do better. They have not done anything for Formula One since they've been in, but show us how many sponsors a team can have, how much turmoil and inner conflict a team can have, how you could pick the wrong driver pairing, and how you can have sponsors that threaten you if you don't do what you want for their son to be in a car, and how we can see literally drivers switch cars because there's a question whether their driver or his son is getting the right car. So Haas have to be very careful about the statements that they made about Andretti getting into the sport of Formula One, as they haven't done really much of anything for Formula One. They're not even recognized as an American team by Americans that watch Formula One. So I'm just saying. By the way, Christian Horner doing some arts and some crafts over there in the Red Bull garage. He had a visitor with a Ferrari hat and decided to put some black tape over that Ferrari hat. Ferrari decided to rebuttal that and put a Ferrari sticker decal somewhere on Red Bull's property. So we'll see how this little game goes. So that was very funny and interesting. All right, less than a minute. Right now, what we have is a Red Bull 1-2 and Hamilton third. Let's see what's going to happen. Right now, what we also have, drivers in jeopardy of not making it. Lando is still there. We'll see what happens when he finishes up these last few segments of that sector. Stroll, Sargent, and all of the Haas team, is that going to remain the same? We will see. They are still on their flyers. We'll see what happens when everybody kind of finish them up. Hamilton is finished up right there. He doesn't change position. He stays third. Lando is about to finish his. Let's see where he ends up. He finishes his lap, and he will end up going where? No change for Lando. Lando's still in jeopardy of not making it. Stroll right here. We have 5 seconds, and that clock is ticking down. Logan Sargent, let's see what he ends up doing. That is Will's rookie. He has 2 more segments to finish up for this final sector. Let's see what he gets kicked up. Leclerc goes ahead and kicks himself up to third, shifting Hamilton down to fourth. Russell is 7th, Pia in 6th, Sainz in 5th. They are all safe. Everybody's safe up until 15th. And a big shift and change. Danny Rick over to 11th, but that does not put him out. Pia is there. Norris gets shifted down even further into the you're not going to make it zone. And Norris right now is still trying to do something. Looks like he might be able to get another one in. Let's see what happened. Albon up to number 2. Albon doing it for Team Williams. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Albon. Show him what you're working with, bro. Logan Sargent, where are you? Logan Sargent climbed up out there to get to 7, so likely we'll make it into S2. Let's see what happens when all of this settles out. Lando is on 1. Alonso is on 1. Haas boys have not changed their fate. It looks like Aston Martin altogether could end up going out and be out in S1 and not make it into S2. But let's see what happens right here. Alonso's about to finish up these last 2 segments of that sector, and let's see what he ends up being. And Alonso does change, pops up to number 2. What can Stroll do now? What can Stroll do for you? That is what we're about to see. What can Stroll do? Alonso climbs up out of the dirt like a gravedigger and pops up to number 2, shifting Albon down. What will Stroll do? Has more than a few segments to finish up this last sector and see what he's going to be able to bring home. Hamilton popping up to number 2. Hamilton up to number 2. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. And we get Ocon going over to 6. We get Danny Rick shifted over to 11th. Yuki and AlphaTauri will at least make it into S2 up until right now. And Stroll finishing out this last segment. He does come out of the danger zone, but only up to 13th. Definitely showing that you can have the same car and not the same drive, because you don't have the same duplicate driver in that car. Stroll has just been not so great for this team, not doing so well. Definitely an indictment on him as far as his ability to pilot that car. Alonso has shown us plenty of times taking the AMR 23 top 5 and even to podium. Stroll just has not done that for any portion of the season. So Russell 15th, just barely missing out on getting kicked to the curb. Another driver 15th, while Lewis Hamilton in second, on top of one of his old McLaren teammate buddies that was trying to sabotage him. The Ferrari boys fall 6th and 7th, but that's okay. They're still going to make it into S2, and that's what's important. You make it throughout these sections, hopefully that you can improve as you go. And Ocon and Gasly making it for Alpine, while they are definitely having some turmoil over there. Ooh, Russell, that lockup was not beneficial for you, bro. Not beneficial at all. The Papaya team 11 and 13th. Was thinking that I'd see a bit better for them. Yuki is out while Danny Rick makes it, okay? Danny Rick not making it yesterday out of Q1. Yuki not making it today out of S1. Unless Yuki's speed is quite a bit a ways up to not be done. So is Yuki going to be able to do something here, or what's going on? So let's see what we got. 279 kilometers an hour is not chilling out, just trying to bring it to the pits. Okay, there we go. Speed drops off. Yeah, speed drops off tremendously. He's definitely, he's done unless he's in a turn right there. So, yeah, I think he's out of there. He's done. Let's see what happens when this segment drops. But I think that's pretty much it for Yuki. Yeah. Yep, that's it. So Yuki, Valtteri, K-Mag. So basically Alfa Romeo, Haas do not make it. Those teams are out in S1. Yuki will join them, but Ricardo does make it. So they switch flip-flop positions, whereas Ricardo did not make it yesterday and Yuki did. Today, Yuki is the driver that does not make the cut. Stroll 15th, 14th, Russell 15th, Lando and Pia thought a little bit better, but Logan Sargent and Albon, way to go right there. Way to go right there. So, okay, so SQ1 is done. We are going to wait for this clock to be reset. By the way, we did have kickback quality trivia. Baraka won that. He will be spending for a $50 or $25 gift card during tomorrow's live event. So come back and join us here for that to see that happen. Also, you see, I do have a new VIP box up there. That VIP box is going to be awarded to a fortunate and very supportive viewer tomorrow. Live here at Finale Lap, we're going to go ahead and present the new VIP member. So be here to congratulate them, as I will ask everybody to be here to congratulate you. So congratulations ahead of time, but you do not know who you are yet, but you will know who you are very soon enough. All right. So we are living a Purple Sectors lifestyle. Remember, you can hit the link, go over to the website, get any of the Purple Sectors merch. Being the hat, the different plethora of shirts. The coffee mug is out, so you can drink the best coffee, being the best you, the fastest you every morning in a Purple Sectors Lifestyle coffee cup. There are some different variations that will be coming in the works for those coffee cups, so keep an eye out on those and definitely check out one of those hats and go out in style. Keep that sun off your face and do it in a Purple Sectors Lifestyle type. So right now, our board has been reset. Time has been set up. 10 minutes is the new time for SQ2. Drivers in jeopardy of not making it until they are not is Pia, Ricardo, Norris, Stroll, and Russell. If they do not change their performance in response to the rest of the grid, they likely will be out in SQ2. And then we probably will see a very stagnant SQ3, as we saw a very stagnant, unchanging Q3 yesterday. So hope not, but is probably what we're going to see. So we'll see what happens here. Definitely, you can already see, even though we haven't done an update video, you can see that massive divot, that undercut that Mercedes has added into that side pod, as well as rounding out that side pod inlet. So definitely some changes on that Mercedes, as well as missing one of those flicks on that floor edge area right there. Definitely wondering if Mercedes, I mean, seeing Lewis Hamilton at 2 in these conditions, some might have thought he won't do well here, but actually, hey, we'll see what, if he could get on podium, yeah, that'd be 105 podiums career, right? That's adding it up there. 105 podiums. Sheesh. Max Verstappen, having the fastest car on the grid, definitely has an opportunity to try to rack up some podiums himself. Will he get 105? I don't know. If he remains to have the fastest car throughout his stint in Formula One, yeah, he'll get that. Yeah, I mean, there's 20 some odd races a season. He's going to get, he'll probably end up with he's got like 27 now, I think. So he could end up with another probably 30 something by the end of the season. If he continues on with that, then next season, if this just continues on, you're talking about another 20 something. So you're talking about 60 pole positions right there. Our podium, 60 podiums right there. And then the following season, if the shenanigans continue, where Red Bull just go uncontested, you're talking about another 20-something. You're talking about 80-something podiums right there. And so, yeah, it's quite possible if Red Bull keep having the most dominant car and Max Verstappen can just go in and week out, just driving and racing himself, doing best set personal laps and getting podiums. Yeah, he'll catch Lewis Hamilton. He'll catch that record, but it's not going to be easy. It's not something easy said to go season and be very dominant. Red Bull have not went on more than, a season where they were dominant like that, winning championships, at least the driver, Sebastian Vettel, and now will be Max Verstappen. But like I've always told you, things change in the sport of Formula One, and you can make a change like Mercedes made a change, and it killed 2 of their seasons. It's killed 2 of their seasons, and this season they're kind of, coming back some, but it ain't a lot. It's very incremental. And I think a big part of their growth, a big part of their getting back to being them will happen during the offseason and coming into testing, hopefully developing a car that actually works right out of the gate, because what they developed did not. So right now, Logan Sargent's out there for SQ2. 8 minutes and 30 seconds is what we're looking at, just under. We're going to see where these teams are going to wind up, see where these drivers are. Right now, we already have Haas is out of there, Alfa Romeo's out of there, Yuki's out of there. We're going to look to see what drivers are not going to make it into SQ3, what drivers will, and what drivers are going to pop to that top 3rd chart. This is to set the grid for today's sprint race. The grid has already been set yesterday for Sunday's race, okay? Totally separate, not impacting each other anymore. Not sure if I completely like how that's going. I kind of like when everything was impacted, like, qualifying for the sprint. Then sprint was set the grid for Sunday. I kind of like that a bit. But there are a lot of other things that could change just aside from the grid and the things being set. So let's go ahead and see what we got. Danny Rick at the top. That ain't going to last long. And if it does, I'm going to surely congratulate him if he stays up there. Coming out at the top of the session, at the top, enjoying his first place life right now, enjoying being in number 1 in position at the current time. Enjoy it while it lasts. Because like I said, I don't think it's going to last long. And Hamilton, number 2, that could quite possibly be Hamilton. I think he's at least top 5 in the sprint shootout, putting himself in a good position. Now, if he gets number 2 in the sprint shootout, he could collect a good amount of points. Winning the shootout, I'm not seeing Lewis Hamilton win a race yet. I haven't seen enough on track to say that I'm confident that Lewis Hamilton is going to win this race. And it's not Lewis Hamilton as a driver. It's Mercedes as a team that has not provided their drivers a car that can be competitive enough with the Red Bull. That's no team. No team has. It's not even just Mercedes. While people stay stuck on Mercedes not having done this, no team on the grid has developed a car yet that is going to rival the Red Bull car, really. Okay, like what we saw was a glimpse from Lando. He got a podium, but it was a glimpse, and he didn't even fight much. It was really whack. Lando probably gets smacked in the face and give you a hug. Nobody's developed that car. So while people just stay stuck on Mercedes and it's not doing anything, nobody has. Nobody on the grid. You pick any other 9 teams. Nobody's developed enough to rival Red Bull. So it's not just Mercedes, but Logan Sargent. Welcome to the top spot, Logan Sargent. Hello. Danny Rick looking like he may take that back, though. Danny Rick laying down some purple sectors and some purple segments coming, which could be another purple sector in sector 3. If he does indeed do that, he's going to reclaim that spot. Lando also laying down a purple sector in 2. And there goes Danny Rick right there. Not so good on that last segment, but enough to go ahead and reclaim that top spot. Lando Norris working right now on trying to get up there. A nice purple sector 2. Purple sector in 3 is kind of looking and right there, Gasly pops up. Sargent down to 3. Ricciardo again in number 1, and Ocon in number 2. Lewis Hamilton popping up to number 2 as I was just looking for him. And Max Verstappen is indeed coming very soon, and he will have a few. Lando Norris, welcome to the party, good sir. He pops up to that number 1 position. Like I said, Q1, Q2, SQ1, SQ2, usually a bit more entertaining. Qualifying sessions overall have been more entertaining than races. Right there, Hamilton number 3, Ricciardo number 2, Leclerc number 4. Let's see what Logan Sargent, let's see what Russell will do. What is Russell going to do? Perez, buddy, if you keep doing shit like that, I'm telling you, it's going to be a roast season on you. It's going to be roast season on you, man. Both Aston Martin drivers in jeopardy of not being anywhere. being out in SQ2 is what they're working on if they stay right there. Logan Sargent, Gasly, and Pia at the bottom top 10. They will stay there. Pia getting shifted over into the danger zone. We have less than 5 minutes remaining on this clock for these drivers to get themselves out of jeopardy of not making it into SQ3, or their places will be cemented for the sprint race. But right now, Albon, I'm looking to see if Albon's going to do something a bit better. I always feel at this point in time, if Sargent can, then Albon can. Oh, who was that spinning out right there? That is not a good look. Is that Logan Sargent again? Is that Logan Sargent again? It's Logan Sargent again. Like I said, Logan Sargent, you see you see what I said right here, right? Logan giving Latifi vibes out here these days. He's giving Latifi vibes. Good damn gracious, Logan. Oh my gosh. He does give me Latifi vibes. He's earning that. He's earning that pun. I'm trying to tell you. He's earning that. Okay, right now, Lando is at the top. And Gasly, welcome to the club. Gasly to the top, taking Alpine up there to see what it looks like. But not long, because Hamilton says, that's my spot, buddy. Damn it, Hamilton to the top of the charts. Is it what we're seeing, that these updates being refined again, propelling this car to be more competitive in the best of the rest? All right, not Red Bull best yet, but best of the rest. But we did see Lewis out-qualify Max Verstappen. So the Mercedes is looming. It just needs to get more consistent with being very Logan Sargent, hot damn, bro. You out there being a ballerina on track, just spinning things around. You want to be a DJ? Logan Sargent must want to be a DJ. He just want to spin records. You know what I'm saying? He want to spin records and get fired by Dollar Bill. That's what he's looking to do. Goodness gracious. The track is slick, but Logan Sargent has been known to do things like this on a dry track. Les 430 says Logan Teefy. That is a good one, Logan Teefy. Hey, start with L words. Hey, listen, Latifi. Logan Teefy is what he's gonna be earning. Logan Teefy, I'm with it. I'm with that all day. He's gonna make me make a shirt for him. That's what he's gonna make me do. He's gonna make me make a shirt for him. I'm already gonna make a shirt for Stroll. That's definitely gonna have to happen. All right, so less than 2 minutes now. We're coming down on this clock. Less than 2 minutes down on the clock. Drivers in jeopardy of not making it. Danny Rick, all of Team Williams, all of Aston Martin in jeopardy of not making it into SQ3. Russell sitting at the bottom of the make it in cool kids chart at 10. Hamilton in second. Verstappen first, of course, and really 6/10 faster, almost 6/10, less than 6/10 faster than Lewis Hamilton. That's still a lot over the course of many laps in a race. Those tenths add up to seconds. Those seconds add up to more seconds, and damn near could be a minute. As we saw, the Red Bull car damn near half a minute faster than the rest of the grid, and that's crazy. Perez right here in third, Gasly in fourth. The Ferrari boys split by the Papaya kids, so we will see what happens there. We got a super chat to read, and Mary Beanie says, Princess George for rain. I don't care where he finishes. What did I say, Jay? Lewis will have a great weekend. Merc updates. You can't see that working. I can see that working, Mary Beanie, definitely. But what I can also see is 6/10 off of Max Verstappen. So that is no race win there, as we see at least 6/10, let's shy of 6/10 off from Max Verstappen over the course of a race. It's just going to be Max stretching that out. Whether 50-something laps, you just add those tenths up. You're talking about seconds, just seconds away. So I don't see a race win there. In order for me to legitimately see a race win, I should see something like a 155.3.1 to. Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! This guy, Lance Stroll just does what I was already saying. He's not bringing it to the team. Lance Stroll wrecks the AMR 23. It is in the wall. We will get a red flag. 20-something seconds left on the clock. Lance, you couldn't spare us that? You couldn't resist the ability, the opportunity to prolong SQ2 with only 30 seconds left on the clock. 29 seconds to be exact. You just had to go and wreck shit and bring out a red flag. Thank you very much, Lance Stroll, for not being the best driver that you could be in a car that is probably the best car that you have probably had right now in this last few seasons. I mean, hot damn, Lance. We don't need this. We don't need this. Oh my gosh. Leave it up to Lance Stroll to prolong our SQ section as the track's drying up, but definitely is a bit more slick. And thanks, Lance. We owe this buzz for you. I mean, oh my goodness, Lance. God damn. My painter right now is texting me 7-something in the morning. My painter's texting me. If my painter is texting me at 7 o'clock in the morning, that says two things to me. Either something is going very right and he is so excited he wants to show me, or something's horribly wrong and it means I'm paying more money because he found something that my last painter did, which I found a couple of things, and now he's got to break the bad news to me. And he says, you know what, let's just do it in the morning, get it over with. So let me see why my painter is texting me at 7:05 in the morning. Thank gosh. All right. So it's not bad. He's responding to a text that I sent him at 11 at night to basically let him know that some things came in. We're going to get this custom mix of this paint up, and he's just thumbs up. I got you. Let me get you straight so you can send that stuff to me and I can start working on your custom paint. So not bad, because I was a little worried, like, do I want to answer that? Like, shit. That's either more money or it's great. And it's either one of the two. So big shout out there. Yeah, good job, Lance Stroll. Red flag our session with only 29 seconds left. You are the bomb. Between Logan Tiffy and Crash Stroll, hey, there goes there we go right there. Logan Tiffy and Crash Stroll doing what they do best, spinning out and wrecking. Maybe they should change to Haas. Maybe Logan and Stroll should go to Haas, because that would be straight legit. That's pretty much what Haas does. That's what we know him for. And I've always said it. If you ain't wrecking, you ain't racing the Haas. Let's see. Mary Beanie. Matter of fact, Mary Beanie Queen, let me go ahead and give you the dab and your extra hella emojis for you right there. Let me take care of you, Mary Beanie. I got you right here. I got you, fam. I got you. Big shout out. Then I'm going to read your super chat. All right, Mary Beanie says, Aston Martin, just get rid of Stroll. Get Felipe. Thank you, Mary. Oh my God, Mary, I am fully with you. Please, you like, they literally, at this point in time, you're not really damaging yourself. Stroll is not doing a good job. Can we please see what Felipe would do in a couple of races? Like, come on. Like, really, you can invest in your future. Put Felipe out there. He wasn't really doing bad when we saw him come out and testing, when Stroll decided to ruin his risk and then come back prematurely, which I think was a hazard, not only to him, but other drivers, because you could clearly see he couldn't keep his hands on the steering wheel for a prolonged amount of time. Give Felipe a shot. Stroll is not really doing anything where you could say you're missing what he's doing. Like, come on, like, for real. I understand what's going on, though. Lawrence doesn't want to take his son out of the seat. That's what's happening. He doesn't want to take his son out of the seat. Alex Albon does not get a time set, and that's not going to be good. 29 seconds. I mean, I'm hoping he's going to have an opportunity to go out there. If not, both, it's going to be done. I pretty much think right now they're going to be done. It's not going to resume. SQ2 is not going to resume. Albon, Team Williams is out of there. Unfortunate for Albon. Lance Stroll, thank you. He's out of there. Only rightfully so. Insta karma. Stroll and Alonso, Team Aston Martin, Team Williams Racing, and Ricardo are out. Ricardo makes it in the SQ2. Congratulations on that. But Team Williams, Team Aston Martin, they're done. The top 10 that we have remaining: Russell, Ocon, Norris, Sainz, Pia, Leclerc, Gasly, Perez, Hamilton, and Verstappen, of course, at the top of the charts. Hamilton at least a little around 6/10 behind him. Can he close that gap? No, he can't. He's probably not going to close that gap. If he does, I'll be tremendously excited. But then again, it's just a sprint shootout, which sets the grid for the sprint race, and there's some reserve to be celebrating there. I want to see Lewis Hamilton win a race. I want to see him win a race. That's what I would like to see Lewis Hamilton win a race. He's due a race, but Mercedes are not going to make it easy. They haven't made it easy, so it is what it is. That's how sports go sometimes. You don't always get what you want, and teams sometimes screw up, and players have to pay for it. And right now, Lewis Hamilton is paying for the fault of Mercedes as a development. Yeah, there goes Lance Stroll, parking it in the wall. Guess he didn't want to pay that parking in the grandstand area. He just said, I'll park it right here, and y'all can come pick it up. I'll pay that tow truck fee. Yeah, that's great. So we're waiting for them to kindly get this car off of the track, out of the kitty litter. Believe me, we'll be talking about that on F1 Minute, the kitty litter corner. Lance Stroll, kitty litter corner. Lando Norris, kitty litter corner, but made it out. Lance Stroll didn't. He's going to come back on a motorcycle, going to go back to the garage. He's mad. Lance Stroll usually stays pretty happy. I don't think he's very excited right now, but I will get that to him. He seems like a pretty cool dude. Like, Lance Stroll seems like a pretty easygoing guy. Like, when I talk about him on the track, I'm not talking about him as a person. As a person, I think Lance Stroll is a good dude. Good dude, for real. So I'll say that. But he seriously needs to be replaced. You're a good dude, but you need to be replaced. I got to fire you. You're a good dude, but hey, you can't work here. It's just keeping it real. So Ferrari will get an opportunity to see if they're going to advance up the grid and possibly snatch some more points, which it's not going to help them it's going to help, but it's not going to change a lot for them. I think Ferrari are 5th in the championship standings. Ferrari, wait a minute. Maybe they're just trying to match, maybe 4th wasn't good enough. They wanted to be 5th because it sounded better with Ferrari, 5th Ferrari instead of 4th Ferrari, 5th Ferrari is probably what they're trying to do. They're trying to, coordinate that. So in the Constructor Championship standings, Ferrari is 4th, several points away from McLaren still, but McLaren is showing some pretty competitive pace. That could change with a few more races after the summer break if Ferrari don't get on their business. They got 167 points as constructors. McLaren has 87 points. Mercedes at 233 right now, 2nd in the standings. Aston Martin was there, and Aston Martin can thank Stroll for them not being there because he's a driver that is not helping contribute points to the Constructor Championship because he does shit like that. That's what Stroll's doing right now. So, yeah, Aston Martin, blame your driver because you have a car that is competitive in amongst the best of the rest and even podium S. And Lance Stroll just can't take you there. You may really want to consider Philippe. Just saying, give him a chance. Give Drogovic a chance. Give him a shot. Bring him in one race. It's not going to hurt you. Lance Stroll's hurting you. Felipe, we don't know if he's going to hurt you. So let's see what happens. I'm really hoping Hamilton can stay number 2. If he does, he still has to worry about Perez. Perez is going to come and get him in that RB19. We already have seen many battles between Perez and Hamilton, which are pretty good battles, by the way. Fair, very tough and fair battles, unlike Max Verstappen doing some of the shenanigans that he does. Gasly, don't have to worry about Gasly. He's not going to stay there. Ferrari's going to catch him. McLaren's definitely going to catch him. So Gasly will fade down. Russell should come up, should come up a bit. But I'm talking about race. I'm talking about in the race. I'm not talking about right now. Sometimes qualifying drivers, cars, come alive, and then we get to the race and nothing happens. As you see, they're getting ready to reset everything, getting ready to reset that clock. 8 minutes now on the clock. These drivers only have 8 minutes to be the best that they can be. The top 10 are now going to try to see what that packing order is going to be. Now, yesterday, we saw that Q3 was very boring. SQ3, hopefully better. Alonso's talking right now about his teammate probably, as he's been so supportive this season. Alonso's been so supportive of Stroll. He's been the best teammate that he's probably ever been in his whole career right now. And I don't think that is real Alonso. I think that's Alonso appeasing to Lawrence. I want to keep getting this bag. I want right now with a competitive team that has developed a good car up until now, and now I'm sliding. So let me be very nice to Lance Stroll because I want Lawrence to retain me, and I don't want to be the douchebag that I really am, my real self, because that's not going to avoid well. And so we'll see what happens. But I do think Alonso's patience is wearing, and Stroll is wearing those patience. I know Alonso came out and he was all supportive and voicing like, if you think Lance is not serious about driving, you're sadly mistaken. No, okay, he might be serious about driving, but he ain't a seriously good driver. So what are you saying? Yeah, well, I want to play in the NFL. I ain't good enough to play in the NFL. So I mean, hey, it's good. We want to be things that just physically weren't able to make it through the grid, make it through the ranks of people that were just elite. It happens. So Lance Stroll, although elite enough to make it to Formula One, not doing his team a good service right now. Pia, on the other hand, caused a whole dispute, a whole child custody case between McLaren and Alpine. It was horrible. People were saying Pia wasn't worth it. People were saying Pia hadn't done anything in Formula One. Why are these teams? Why is the contractual recognition board even giving him the time of day? Well, he did get the time of day. Alpine didn't handle their business. Pia did win. Pia was able to go with McLaren. McLaren compensated Alpine financially, and now McLaren are reaping the benefits of their investment. Go look at that. Check those stats. Pia showed up and showed out. So, yeah. Don't forget that same season, just before that happened, Alonso jumped out the window on their ass and went straight over to Aston Martin. So, hey, Aston Martin giving him a car and the money, he brought them some podiums. Now, not so good going. SQ3 is up on us. Cars are heading out, getting ready to line up. The clock has started. 7 minutes, 17 seconds, excuse me. About to be just under 7 minutes very soon. Let's see what these drivers, let's see what these teams and where they're going to end up. And then we'll have a sprint race to watch later this morning. Very entertaining, at least for that. Hopefully I can watch it in and out as I'm getting things ready. It is a one-man band when I'm getting things ready. I would really, you know what? We are looking right now. Oh, man, I was about to say, what is Hamilton doing on inners? What are they doing? Verstappen's on inners, but he hasn't come out yet. So when he comes out, pit out, Max, I'm pretty sure they'll all be on softs. Did I just see? Yep, there they go. All on soft. I'm just saying I just saw soft. So, yeah, we're all on softs, getting ready to go out. No Hims needed. No Viagra needed. You want to be soft right here for this. So, definitely where you want to be. All right, let's see what's going to happen. Please let this be a very entertaining, a very competitive session. Let it be a very competitive session. Don't let this be a stale SQ3, please. Like I ain't gonna lie, last time it literally didn't change on the board. It just stayed the same the whole time, and that was very boring. But it is what it is too, but it was boring. So after being delayed for damn near an hour, we are on and popping toward the last part of this shootout. Thank you. I might go get me some Fruity Pebbles to get my energy levels up so I can continue on. Give me a little sugar high, some Fruity Pebbles, maybe some grapes. Give me a little sugar high going, some good complex carbs and some simple carbs mixed together. Might make me, get energized. So Verstappen right now off the back, laying down purple segments in there. Hamilton hopefully looking like he probably should stay right there at the top. Looking at the other times, Russell is 63 right there, so that ain't going to do well. He's not going to come up too much. Hamilton just, boo, Leclerc. Hey, buddy. What's up with that purple sectors in sector 3, bud? I see you. We're going to get ready to really pop this off, though. Let's really make it happen. Now is where the game time really happens. Like, this is where it's really popping. There ain't nothing popping before. That was all just fluff. This is happening right now. Leclerc is on his flying lap. Let's see what he's going to lay down. Right now, purple segments happening to lay down purple sectors right there in sector 1. If that's going to pop out, got a little green one right there to kind of follow it up. Let's see if he's going to nail this. Let's see if he's going to do a purple sector in sector 1. He does get a purple sector in sector 1. Let's see what's going to happen in sector 2. Gasly also right now going. Hamilton right now just finished up. Let's see where he goes now, and he takes his flyer. Right now, Leclerc looking to try to make a purple sectors in the 2 to try to go ahead and get him to the top of those charts. Remember, we're already about to be under 4 minutes. There is not a lot of time here. Max Verstappen doing what Max Verstappen is able to do in the RB19, and that's pop to the top in the #1 spot where he has been pretty much all season. Is that Paul? Is that my bro Paul? What's good, fam? Hope everyone has a great weekend. Peace and love. Peace and love to you too, Paul. What's going on, man? I hope you're doing well, brother. We just sit here watching this SQ session as it was delayed. Hamilton doing pretty well up here. Let's see what's going to happen when he finishes this out. Perez third. All right, so they're going to finish these things, and Russell is... Russell we'll see what he does. He's gonna come up some, but I don't think he's gonna pop to the top, but we'll see what he can manage to do. Leclerc looking like he's about to try to put something really down. And Perez, let's see what he's going to do. No purple segments at all in there, but he still can pull something off. Lewis Hamilton looking pretty nice right there. Let's see what he's going to be able to lay down. At least a better time right there in Sector 1 than Max Verstappen by at least 0.4 of that second. Leclerc popping up to the top, making up some time in Sector 3 with that 29.4. Nicely done, buddy. Nicely done. Sainz joining him, but they will be soon kicked off as soon as Max Verstappen and Sir Lewis Hamilton finish their laps. Lando Norris saying, I'll have some of that. Lando Norris to the top of the charts. Now, this is a bit better. This is a bit more challenging, a bit more competition going on here as we get some changing going on during out this damn chart. Gasly coming up, but not far enough, but still Gasly and Ocon making it in SQ3. Pia joining the top 3. Lewis Hamilton to the top. Hey! Oh, Lewis Hamilton getting up there. Let's get through there, Lewis. Let's see what Max Verstappen is going to be. He's going to finish this off. Max Verstappen probably going to pop to the top as well. And boom! Max Verstappen falling short of popping to the top. He will be on another lap to try to make that happen. Is this another situation where we will see Lewis Hamilton out-qualify Max Verstappen in the sprint shootout? It did not happen yesterday, but it could happen today. Possibilities, like Lewis say, never say never. Good, Josh Verstappen, whack ass, Max whack ass daddy over there. He's so whack. That dude whack for real. He's a whack dude. All right, here we go. Ocon, Gasly at the bottom of that chart. Russell up to 7, Mr. Top 5 last season, what they called him. Not this season. He ain't getting called Mr. Top 5 this season. Oh man, this could get good. These laps not looking as hot as last time, but we are going to check them. Let's see what's going to pop up. All right, Perez. Where are you, Perez? Where are you, Perez? Come on, Perez. We need to see something from you, Perez. Checo, Minister of Defense. All these titles you done got, man. We need to see something for you. Papaya car is doing a very good job getting out of the way there of the Alpine car. Ooh, I see you, Ocon. Ocon trying to lay something down right there. They're doing a very good job right now trying to stay out of each other's way, especially right now. You got 10 cars on track. It's a bit easier, but very considerate movements right here. Nobody really impeding on anybody. So that's looking pretty good. Let's see where this top 3 is going to stay or stand. Let's see if anybody else is going to join the top 3 or kind of shift somebody down. Because Ocon looked like he was on a pretty decent lap, but not really a good sector time right there. Let's see what he's going to do though. Ocon's been known to pop up there, and Ocon pop up to number 4. I'll take that. I'll take that from Alpine. I'll take that, Ocon. Very nicely done, sir. Perez, I need you to come off the bottom. You're not a catfish. I'm not fishing for catfish. Perez, I need you to come on off that bottom. Mary Beanie, what did I say, Jay, about Lewis? Goals, Sir Lewis Hamilton. Yes, Sir Lewis Hamilton. And Perez popping to the charts. Perez coming up to claim that number 1, shifting Lewis Hamilton down to number 2, Verstappen down to number 3. Perez, welcome to the party. Yes, indeed, Mary Beanie. We will see what happens, but do you think that this is going to yield a race win for Lewis? That is even a better situation. I got you, Mary Beanie, right here for the super chat. Big shout out to you. Yes, indeed. Bow. So yeah, we're gonna have to see if this is gonna bring about some of this good stuff. Matter of fact, let me give Lesh, got you as well, Lesh. Bow. Who else was in here? Let me see. I did have somebody else in here. I did see. I got Lesh, got Mary Beanie. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Right now, 0 seconds on that clock. What are we doing? Where are we? Perez is Perez gonna finish out on top? Are we gonna see Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen maybe do another battle out for that top spot? Who's gonna get that position? Right now, Lewis is sandwiched between Red Bulls, which is not a good position for him to be, and he's without a teammate, which really ain't been much of a teammate this season with all the undercut and shade and BS that he's been doing. Russell needs to do better. A lot of people not feeling Russell right now, and Russell has earned that. Gasly, Gasly up to the #1 spot with 0 seconds on the clock. Gasly coming out doing something worth doing. I did not expect that. I did not expect that whatsoever. There are still some laps to be finished up. We will see if Gasly can hold that cup and drink some purple stuff. No, Sainz says I will join that. No, Leclerc says I also will have that. No, Lando Norris comes up and pushes Gasly down even further. Hamilton in 5th after having a lap as good as he should. Pia, #1. Let's go, Pia. Verstappen doing what Verstappen does, #1. Pia, #2. Yes. Matt Hamilton, what the hell just happened? Had such an awesome lap and then falls 7th. Right now, oh my gosh, I thought it was going to be better than that, and he damn gets out of there at 7th in the sprint race instead of 2, but I have no doubt Lewis Hamilton will be able to get through Gasly. Maybe we will get an opportunity to see the McLaren and the Mercedes together racing through to see if Hamilton can get through Lando. If he cannot get through Lando, will that tell us that indeed the McLaren is proven to be faster than the Mercedes and being a more affordable machine? Pia at #2, I like it. I almost really wish Pia was right in front of Max Verstappen so we can get a glimpse of Oscar fighting, as I saw how he kind of fight against Perez, doing a very good job there and not really complaining about Perez not leaving him enough space, but that is racing. Would have been nice to see that rookie verse Max Verstappen right there, but McLaren doing an awesome job right now at this point in the season. 2nd and 5th right there for the sprint shootout. Pia again joining the top 3 for another pretty much qualifying session. Hamilton falling out of the top 3 all the way to 7th. Hopefully he can make up some time in the sprint race to collect more points. Russell down there in 10th, needing to come up. Perez, what the hell are you doing, buddy, in 8th? You should not be there. You should not be there. But we will see what happens, and that is another qualifying session. But this is the sprint shootout. Hopefully a dry sprint race today. Yes, the sun looks out, Paul. The sun is out. Let me give you your props for your super chat, my brother. The sun is out. Hopefully the track is drying. They do have a few hours before they have to go sprint racing. If the sun continues to stay and the rain stays away, the track will dry more and we will have a drier session. Hopefully maybe a completely dry track, which might not happen. Is some of the shade on the track and then the clouds out there, but a much more drier track than right now. And then maybe we'll see some of these drivers like Lewis Hamilton, Russell, Perez work their way up. We'll see if Ferrari can kind of fight that with McLaren, maybe kind of edge them out. That's going to be very interesting there. So that is another good qualifying session, and that at least was more of an entertaining 3rd session than the qualifying 3rd session yesterday. So I will give them that, but that is it for us, and we will see you all again soon. We will be live tomorrow again. It might be live again today. I will see you all soon. That is another wrap. Peace and love. I'm out.